Hi everyone. Today I want to make a video on the upcoming rice harvest in I guess next week sometime, and why I'm really having a time pressure to get my duck and chicken farm ready as soon as possible. So let's walk to the rice fields, the ones on the left and on the right. They're not ours, not yet. I hope one day that I can swap, because it would be much nicer. Back there is our house. It would be much nicer to have like immediate or right next to the house, to have the paddy fields as well, and not someone else in between who is using pesticides and chemicals and stuff. So I don't know if you can see, the sun is quite bright today. This is our SRI system of rice intensification. Rice, it looks pretty good, but well, it's the first time in my life that I'm planting rice, and still busy learning, and things haven't been 100%. I mean, looks not too bad, but first of all, I was 2 weeks late. I was too busy with some other things and the elephant project. I was 2 weeks late planting the rice. So those 2 weeks made definitely a big difference. Also with the dry period we had in December, I think the rice would look much better if we would have planted 2 weeks earlier. But well, the entire thing is just an experiment for me, and as long there's enough rice for the family to eat for 1 year till the next season, and maybe some rice for friends and people who are interested in having organic rice, I'm actually happy. It's not about making a big money, it's about finding ways how to grow in the dry season rice without artificial fertilizer and pesticides. So this is the plot planted with the SRI and biochar. So, and here on the other side, the same way it's been planted, but without biochar. And I don't know if you can see the difference. It actually looks quite poor. The entire, there's very little growth. I mean, that looks more like starvation than a success story, to be very honest. I can see a very big difference in the biochar with and without biochar. So, and if we are walking through this entire field, I mean, a bit more at the bottom, it starts to look better, because well, I was having a truck here to level the entire paddy field, because they have been out of shape in a long time, and that makes a big difference if they are leveled or not. But still, it's not 100% leveled yet, and you can see the more we walk down here, the greener it gets, and also here the better the plants look, because it's not 100% leveled. And down here there was always plenty of water, and on the other side there was hardly any water. Yeah, so it's very obviously not fully leveled, and yeah, I mean, rice does need some water. That's nothing new. So we will see at the end of the day how the two paddy fields are actually doing, and what the final results are in bags when it comes to the harvest. So, and here on the other side, that's the conventional sowing method, basically just throwing rice seeds on the field very close. And yeah, this one was 2 weeks earlier, so I think it does look pretty good. Yeah, not very good, but it looks okay. No chemical fertilizers and no pesticides on those fields. So now we walk over to the paddy field of our neighbor, who is busy using all artificial fertilizers and pesticides. Of course, I mean, I can also understand. They have to make sure that they can harvest as much as possible, and yeah, they don't have the capacity to finance any experiments, and also, you know, just to fail, or yeah, to harvest a little less. So that's why everybody is going I call it the lazy way, or the more secure way. But yeah, it looks quite a bit better compared, same sowing, traditional sowing method than this field, but we can see a significant difference in the plants, the size, the amount of rice, and well, also on the color. I guess the artificial fertilizer, well, it is working, but the question is, aren't there any alternatives on the long term which are more sustainable and even cheaper on the long run to produce healthier and yeah, higher quality rice, which yeah, which also could be sold for more money, and so at the end of the day being more efficient. But I'm happy to continue these experiments to find out. This was just the first year, so now we are walking back to the biochar field. So it was just the first year, and I will definitely continue in the future. So okay, that's the biochar field, and on the other hand, from my neighbor, conventional sowing method, fertilizing, and as mentioned before, 2 weeks earlier. Yeah, I'm in a big rush at the moment to start or complete the chicken and duck farm, because when they come and harvest next week, oh, this is something I wanted to mention. My idea was to harvest all this by hand, because I don't like to have heavy machines going in the field. But here comes, oh, here comes Roggy, one of our dogs. Hey Roggy! Always good to have a dog who's protecting you. Hey, come here. Yeah, we were planning to, or I was planning to harvest everything by hand. But the problem is, it's impossible to find people who are willing to do the job. First of all, the young people don't know how to cut the rice or harvest the rice by hand. And second of all, it seems to be, oh, I can see someone is bringing me some coffee or a cup of tea or a cool drink, but I'm not there, so when I get back, I will get a hot drink or a warm drink or a cold drink. Depends what it is. So yeah, there's hardly anyone who still knows. Only the old men seem to know how to harvest the rice by hand. Harvesting rice is not something women are used to do in this area. So and the young people anyway, they have no idea how this is working, because if I try to focus, maybe you can see back there. Yeah, there's a harvester. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, there's a harvester. Yeah. So all the harvesting is being done nowadays with the harvesters. I mean, it's hard work, but at the end of the day, I just had today another woman knocking on the door, basically, and asking for a loan, like $10 or something. And I'm never giving loans. Because yeah, everyone has like so many loans. That's a different video. I will talk about that subject. But what to cut a long story short, what I usually always offer the people if they are coming and asking for a loan, that they can work for me. So I've always got some works to do. For example, here the paddy fields, we had to do the weeding by hand because well, as mentioned, I started too late. I actually had some ducks to do the work for us, to eat the weeds, because they don't eat the paddy when the paddy has a certain size. So I had some ducks to do the work, but actually the ducks have been already a bit too big when we finally planted the rice. So the ducks were more messing around with the paddy field than really being a use. But next season is coming and I will be better prepared than this season. So now I'm turning around. Bam, there's the duck and chicken farm. Oh, where is it? Ah, it's not there yet. Okay, let's walk over there. This is where the duck and chicken farm is, hopefully in 2-3 days from now. So got yesterday the concrete posts and we got already the holes, so we will place them tomorrow and fill them up with concrete and rocks to yeah, make it stable. And here we've got some proper steel, and yeah, we put some wooden beams in there, and then yeah, a roof, some walls, and in the front some fencing, because now our ducks, I'm sure they are laying eggs, but every morning when I have a look, there's not a single egg. How come? I'm quite sure the way how they are living now next to our house, or between the two houses, it wasn't planned for a long time. That was actually only when they were small. I was planning to complete this duck farm already a couple of months back, but back there, here, should have been a gate, and we should have gotten access to this property for a road, but of course people haven't been too keen on that idea. So, and the next problem was, this land is still registered as a paddy field, as a rice field, so there is not really a right to get a road onto a rice field. So what I've done, I've just bought a couple of square meters from our neighbor, yeah, now the entrance is on the other side. I'm also happy about that solution. But yeah, like that, things took much longer than expected, and yeah, that's why the duck and chicken farm, yeah, yeah, why it took so long, and why we are going to complete it now and not like in September or October as expected or planned. So the idea for the future is we have young ducks, and the ducks can basically in the morning we open the door and the ducks can run into the paddy field. There will be a gate. They can run into the paddy field and eat all the pests and do the weeding job for us, which will be a saving. And at the same time, they are fertilizing the soil and bringing in a lot of nutrients back to the field. And we don't have to feed the ducks, which is the nicest part about it. So, and at the end of the season, we have like happy, big, fat ducks which lay eggs, and we can not only sell the rice for a bit more than everyone else. No, we can also sell the eggs and we can sell the ducks if we want to. I'm not too keen on selling them or eating them, but at the end of the day, for me it's a project, or I want to try something how to make farming in this area more efficient, because the situation here for people, I mean, they are really poor, is bad. Yeah, the situation is simply bad. This family with, I don't know, 5 kids, they have maybe, if lucky, they have €1 or $1 in their pocket. That's the reality in the area where we live here. So I'm trying. It's a long-term experiment to find out if there aren't any ways how to make farming a bit more productive and efficient and healthier, because now everyone is in a mood of, yeah, it's pointless to do anything here. Let's go to Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, and work for $300 per month as a housemaid, or let's call it a slave. I think that is that's more honest. So for me, it's, yeah, finding a way how to live more sustainable and how to be more productive with the entire story. And yeah, so here are also my pineapple plants. We have a mango tree over there, a small one, and sugar cane and coconut and bananas, and there's actually a duck pond. I don't know if you can see. It's now fully grown. It's about 30 centimeters deep, 1 foot, 1.5 foot deep. Yeah, it's not really storing the water yet, but I was reading in a book that ducks are, let's see, the ducks are able to make a pond waterproof, to seal it. I have no idea how they are doing it, probably by shitting inside. That this is making it waterproof over time. So they seem to be able to create their own pond. So here already is the playground, and now let's see if they are able. I will have to fill it up, or with the rain, in the rainy, when it rains, of course it's full with water, but 2 days later it's empty again. So we will see once the ducks are here if they are really if they know the magic tricks, and if they have the skills to make this waterproof duck pond. That would be fantastic. And if not, then I will have to think about, or maybe you guys have some ideas how to get this 1 foot, 1.5 foot deep pond waterproof for a little investment. Please feel free to leave me a comment, send me a link. I'm happy for all suggestions when it comes to that. I haven't decided yet how to solve that issue. Well, what else happened on this land, I will make another video sometime. I think I'm now going to harvest some corn. Let's see if the crows have left us some corn, because they are They always come. They know exactly when the corn is ripe and looks good. They are coming and harvesting before us. So this one actually doesn't look too good. There is nothing to harvest, or someone has been here already for harvesting. No, they're still small. Yeah, and now we have too little rain. On the other side, I've harvested already quite a bit on that side. But I think that's now end of season. If there's no rain coming, there won't be too much of a further growth happening here, I guess. Let's see. Is there something? Is there something? Nope, nope. There is nothing. Let's get through here. So, that's not very typical what I'm doing here. Usually, here I got some zucchini plants and beans in the fence, and then I got moringa growing here, and then I have the corn growing here, and I have some pumpkins down there somewhere, and bananas and ambarella. This is very that's not very typical how people farm here. So they think, and beans of course here in between I have the beans. We are not really eating them. I just take them, open them, and make the seeds, crush them, and make the seeds fall on the ground, and hope with the next season the beans are coming back to fix some nitrogen in the soil. Oh, what happened to this one? Oh, that was a zucchini, but someone came. We are late, someone was first. And here, wonderful moringa. I think I will also make a separate video on this in the future. Wonderful plant, just if you have the possibility. Oh, there's some zucchini, small one. I think I will come and take it these days. We still have enough zucchini at home. Oh, there's another one. Another one. Yeah, we don't really... Here's some cinnamon. We don't really have to go to the market anymore for vegetables. Within, yeah, not even a year, we are more or less, and a lot of hard work, we are more or less how to say, what's the correct way to say, self-sustainable, self-sufficient when it comes to our food supply. We hardly need anything from the shops anymore. What is like really nice, it's a very nice feeling of independence, and also knowing that there is no shit, no chemicals, no nonsense. This is like, yeah, a true and honest product. Now I can only wait that we can also harvest some bananas. People say bananas are not really growing here without irrigation because of the 7 months of drought, but let's see. I will explain in another video why I am optimistic and why I'm still trying to plant bananas in the middle of the dry area, and why I'm still expecting to harvest bananas, and what I have done and what makes me so optimistic about it. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If so, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe and share with friends who could be interested. And always happy to get a comment. If you have ideas, suggestions or questions, I'm happy to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.